Hello and welcome back to Gapey's Kitchen. Today we're going to be smoking some peppers, and I'm using this V-shaped smoker box. It's a cast iron box that you put wood chips in, and it goes right into your gas grill. This is my first time using it, so I thought I'd give it a try on some peppers. So we've got our wood chips here soaking in some water, and they need to soak for, I'm going to go about half an hour. And these are apple wood chips. Here's the package. I think we got these at some restaurant we went to. It might be Sharp's Roast House restaurant a few years ago. So we'll see how that goes. So while these are soaking, we're going to go pick some paprika peppers. Okay, so we're here in the greenhouse getting ready to pick the paprika peppers. This is a Luchhauer variety. It's super productive, and it's not too spicy, but it does have a little bit of heat. We've got tons of pods here that are ready to pick. And I've also got in front of it the Alma paprika. This one I think is a little bit hotter actually, so I'm gonna pick a few of these too. We've got a couple of red ones that are needing picking. Now that we got our peppers picked, we're just going to give them a wash. Now we need to get these destemmed, and I'm going to cut these in half. I'll be putting them on, I have 2 sheets of tin foil on a baking sheet. So I'll be putting those on here to get ready for the grill. All right, we've got a pretty full tray here. Try to keep your peppers in a single layer so that they can evenly get smoked. Some people use the aluminum foil roasting pans, which works really well, but I didn't have any, so I'm just using the tin foil here. By now our wood chips should be nice and smoked, so we're going to go ahead and put some of these into our smoker box. So you don't need to fill it all the way to the top. I may need to refill it halfway through, so we'll see. But I'm going to take a handful, just put it right in the box. Maybe one more handful. Okay, that should probably need a little bit more, and that should be good. So we don't want it too full because we want to get the top on. So now we're going to go ahead and get this onto the grill. Alright, so the grill is off. We're going to go ahead and put the wood chips on the right side of the grill here. And the top fit on without a problem. I'm actually going to put this towards the back of the burner. And then we'll put our actually we're going to go ahead and light the grill because my starter doesn't work, so I need to go and grab the lighter. I'm only going to be lighting the right side of the grill, so the left will stay off. Put the grate back on. And then we'll close her up and wait for it to start smoking. Well, it took about 25 to 30 minutes on high to finally get some smoke out of there, so it took a lot longer than I thought it would. So we're going to go ahead and turn the temperature down to low. And we want it to get down to about 200 to 225 degrees before we put the peppers in. So I'm going to leave this open for just a little bit while it cools off. It's been a few minutes and we're still at about 250 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the left burner, so we'll just have the right burner on and it's all the way down to low. Give it a few more minutes. Alright, we're down to 200 degrees, so we're going to go ahead and put the peppers in. So I'm going to put them on the left side front of the grill since the smoker is on the back there. And we're going to close it, and I'll probably come back out and flip the tray a few times while it's going, but I'm going to leave them in here for about 2 hours. So even with just one burner on, the lowest setting, the grill is about 250 degrees, and you really want it to be between 200 and 225 degrees. So I've been kind of lifting the lid every so often to let some of the heat out. It is in direct sun right now, so that probably isn't helping. So I'll just do the best that I can to keep the temperature as low as possible and check on the peppers to make sure they don't burn. I wasn't seeing a whole lot of smoke coming out of the box. I'm checking on the wood. It looks like it's mostly pretty burned up here, so I'm going to add some more chips to that. And I'll also flip my peppers around. Alright, it's been about 3 hours, maybe a little bit less, 2.5, and I think we're about done here. I was able to keep the temperature around 240 degrees, which is a little higher than I would have liked, but nothing burned and everything looks pretty good, so I think we are pretty good. I'm going to get these out and into the dehydrator. We're going to set it for around 140 degrees, and we'll do 12 hours, and we'll check it and see how it's doing. Alright, it's time to check on our peppers, see if they're ready to grind up. They feel pretty brittle, so I think they're good. I'm just going to check the ones in the back here, and let's check the other tray. You want them to break when you bend them and not be leathery. So these are perfect, so I'm going to go ahead and get those ground up. So you may have noticed I didn't put these ones in there because I felt that they're not quite dry. These are the Alma paprikas, which have a lot thicker wall, so they're going to take a little bit longer to dry than the Luchhauer variety. So I'm going to go ahead and put these back in the dehydrator, and we'll just grind the other ones for now. So I'm going to be using my magic bullet to do the grinding. I do have some spice jars here, but I'm going to go ahead and put this into a glass jar for now because I'm going to be grinding more later. And then once they're all ground up, I will transfer them over to the spice jars. I've been checking on the Alma paprika, and it's been a few days, and I think we're finally at a place where where it's good and dry. So I'm going to go ahead and get these ground up and mixed in with the other paprika. Okay, and then we'll shake it up. So these are some little spice jars that I got on Amazon that I think will be perfect for our pepper powder. And I've got a funnel here so that we don't make a mess. And you want to make sure that these are super, super, super dry. I can't stress that enough, because if it's not super dry, then you're going to get some clumpy chili powder. And what I usually do is after washing it, I dry it really, really good. And then I even wait overnight and let it air dry, because even if you think it's dry, after you wash it, it still isn't. So I recommend leaving it sit out at least overnight to let it dry completely. All right, there's our first jar. And then it came with these little sifter lids, so I'm going to put that on top. And there we go. There's our first jar. And I do make some labels on my printer, and I'll be doing that with these and calling it Paula's paprika powder. And there we have it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these filled up.